awful sound. It's going to be Ren and Stimpy.
Joyous joy.
Ren and Stimpy, Ren and Stimpy, Ren and Stimpy. That fungo's feeding on your brain. It's Nickelodeon 2 cartoons. What is it, man? You hear it. You see it. You want to turn away, but you can't.
You're bugging me.
Twisted for anyone but Nick. It's Ren and Stimpy. One of the Nicktoons every Sunday morning at 11:10 Central on Nick.
Yep, it's finally time to talk about Nickelodeon's very first cartoon from the late 90s and 2000s, Ren and Stimpy. Most people's favorite childhood show when they first saw it. It first became a children's comedy show to entertain them, to do some weird, funny stuff. They give funny, weird reactions and see our favorite two characters, Ren Ordak, which is his last name, the Chihuahua, that sometimes become a total douchebag to his best friend Stimpy. He the lovable, dim-witted cat, who sometimes can be smart too, though at some weird inventions he does. And Stimpy is pretty much the idiotic cat, opposite of being like another cat that's also pretty smart, but a Chihuahua dog that has anger issues and a bit smarter, but a bit dumb like Stimpy is. Those of you already watched the show, you pretty much how the first season go on some grotesque scenes, and anybody that ever watched the show already knows how it goes. They do some weird stuff, have some crazy situations they're in, and it just gets even weirder, or stuff going on. And to make sure I don't get any copyrights, like the one I just did hours ago, blocked it in this country. But there's something that they won't block is this game, Ren and Stimpy's Invention. You can play the game on easy or normal or hard mode and have a password to continue the gameplay later. The story is plain and simple. Stimpy invented a strange machine, which he explains. And automatic would do. Into delicious food. And this time, Stimpy. He turns it on and it explodes and the game is plain and simple that they had to find all the spare parts around their part world. As everybody already talked about this game, believe me, there's like tons of YouTubers out there that already talked about this game before. Ren and Stimpy is a plain old platforming game, and yet it's funny. My favorite part of the game is most likely we switch it to other characters. Especially my favorite part where Ren slaps Stimpy, even though it doesn't do anything, but it's really funny. You can, like I said, you can actually choose your character to be Ren or Stimpy to higher places. You can use Ren as a boomerang, or use Stimpy to pump some gas out of his hide, which you don't see in most games, and to get to higher reach places. As you can see at the bottom, you got a life bar and lives. I remember beating this game when I was a kid. It wasn't too difficult to get this far in, and trying to get all the pieces. As long as you avoid the weird looking enemies that are also part of the show too. I do remember my favorite character is Mr. Horse saying his usual phrase, "No sir, I do not like it." this game has like several levels. First is pretty much the neighborhood. Second is the zoo stage. Third is the city. Fourth is the pound. Fifth is a weird, trippy world stage. Everything it gets weirder. I do whenever these terrifying giraffes trying to eat you. And the final stage is basically putting the invention on. My favorite part from the game is these monkeys' reactions when you hit them. It's hilarious. It's priceless. They're also part of the show. Most of these creatures are also part of the show too. And I do like the inflation part. Or the only way to get the Ushard is passing out gas out of their hides, which is funny. This game does have pretty good graphics. It's just like watching a cartoon, but in a cartoon it gets disturbingly weird. I like the backgrounds, even though most of them are plain and simple and they look almost exactly the same. That'd be almost of a boring stage. The music's nice too. And I do remember playing a few Ren and Stimpy games besides this one. There was actually one on NES. It's called Buckaroos. And which is also on Super Nintendo. And the other ones I never did play when I was younger. Or pretty much a few Ren and Stimpy games. But this is the only one I actually beat in when I was a kid. It was actually pretty fun. There's this scene with them riding the tricycle while being chased by a dog catcher and trying to hit you. I couldn't try to get past this guy without taking hits. It was almost impossible. I was taking hits by other cars. They go all the way down. I love their reactions when they're falling down and avoiding these pit holes. Also, every time you fall into a pit, Toastman shows up and saves you. Which is also a part of the show too, where he actually farts out cinnamon toast bread. Yeah, because it's the 90s, they like to do kinds of strange stuff. Also, every time Ren and Stimpy take damage, they make funny reactions. So, here's the ending. Once you get all the pieces, just we get that classic song Happy Happy Joy Joy. It's also part of the show. And that was Ren and Stimpy. Stimpy's Invention. Pretty great game. It's really fun. It's wonderful for the kids and young ages from the 90s. This game came out in probably 1993. You might actually enjoy playing this weird, strange game. I do like the part where you have to write a flying device and all that stuff. You can probably beat this game in less than 40 or 50 minutes. It's a gameplay. It's not that long. It can be almost hard if you're playing on hard mode. But believe me, this game is totally worth buying in your time. If you're like a huge Ren and Stimpy fan like I am. And because I watch almost all their episodes, including the adult party one, on since they pretty much messed up the franchise. But still, most of them were pretty good, thanks to John Kay that actually did this cartoon and another one that nobody remembers with superheroes in it. So I give Stimpy's Invention, which is a pretty great game, and you might actually have fun playing it. I give this game a 9 out of 10 with its great quality and great animation and hilarious humorness. This has been a review of a classic games from the 90s. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you all around. Lights. Leave a like and subscribe. And hopefully you give this video more views. Most of you are like a huge Ren and Stimpy fan. Goodbye for now.